Hello and welcome to another Slay the Spire video. So today we're on to the Ironclad run. Hopefully we're going to have some luck with today's run. I really hope we do. Let's see. Not looking good from the start. Transform 2 cards but lose 50 HP just sucks, and the only other option is to take some gold. So trying to think on which probably path is the best to go. Whether I want to hit all of these or whether I just want to kind of wing it and go wherever I want. I think we'll just try and kind of take it casually and head up, we'll see. So that's instantly dead. Bonus. I mean, that thing's annoying, but it's not hard to kill. I also have enabled fast mode and stuff, so the draws and attacks and stuff are a little quicker, which should make these runs just slightly easier. So, Thunderclap, that looks good to me. This fast mode, surprisingly useful. We'll just block, well, we'll block one, and we'll deal some damage. Make these things easy to kill next turn. Okay, that's certainly got to die, surely, yep, there's a strike. Let's see, Uppercut, Warcry, Amendum, let's see. Draw one card, plus card from top of your deck on your draw pile. Exhaust, no, we won't worry about them. I only want to take what I want, so if I don't want something, definitely not going to take it. Start of each combat, gain an extra point, that could be really handy. I might actually take that over removing something, since I can actually afford it. Okay, looks good. I do wish there was a auto function for those when you drag them high enough, when you've only got a single target. I'm going to block all that damage. I want to make sure I don't take too much. Now I don't really have a choice, so we'll set up next turn. Whirlwind, I love that card. Burning Passion on Whirlwind. So 88, we can hit the question mark, we can hit the shop and remove a card. Probably going to hit the question mark. I want to see what luck I've got today. Well, we'll take the lose 11, I think that's fair, and I really want to just get a good hit in this. So that's 5, these are all 6. I really need to get Strike up, the Whirlwind upgraded, because it's not really worth playing over strikes in the early game. I'm going to drink the block. I don't want to take too much here. Not in that strike anyway. Okay. I think that's fine. I'll drink that before his swirly effect goes off. Which works out nicely, so we should negate at least something. Okay. Just aim for damage at this point. Next turn we kill that anyway. There we go. Meat, that's good. Meat's great. Thunderclap's good. We'll take both of them. Play the Wheel of Mysticality, no. Okay. Our draw, let's see what we got. What we got? We got. Oh. I think let's remove a card actually. That's not so bad. That could be worse. Gonna get rid of a defend. What do we got next? Chest. Attack, attack. Alright, too many attacks, not enough rests, honestly. So I might take this one rest. I know I want to upgrade my Whirlwind, but I feel like I've got to take that option. Runic, oh no. That's only if you have full health. I never have full health. When do I ever have full health? Okay, that worked out well. All attack power in that one. So a good strike plus a Whirlwind should be enough. Be nice if we get a Whirlwind again, but not going to happen obviously. Although that was fairly good. Leave them both on 1. Very easy to kill next turn regardless of what they do to me. There we go. Nope, don't like any of those either. I'm going to skip that one. I don't want to risk fighting that elite. Even though our health is in a good spot. But if you had an attack card, deck upgraded automatically. I love those eggs now that they've been changed. When they were originally a pain in the ass, you only got to like upgrade a single card on pickup. Now every single attack you grab is upgraded. And I love fighting slimes when I draw Whirlwind. Whirlwind off the top. That's what we always want to see. Okay, nice Thunderclap and Whirlwind should do it. Oh, maybe not because of that. I should have played... Oh no, it did do it anyway, but I should have probably played the whirlwind first. Going for a lot of thunderclaps, I feel. I'm going to hit this now, so... This should be good. I can bash for 8. Throw down the thunder. Throw down some more thunder. Just to make him super vulnerable long term. Go for another one. A little bit more damage. And just an extra on top. That 14's fine. I'll take it. Not worried at all. Still vulnerable by more than enough, so I can just throw all of these. And next turn, it should actually kill this pretty quickly. Anchor, nice. 10 block at the start of everything. We'll take the pommel. All attacks get upgraded, so taking attacks now are amazing. Want to heal. I want to start off with 2 extra points instead of 1, which is great. Although I do want to upgrade windmill at, whirlwind at some point here. Definitely starting with a thunder. Probably straight into a bash. Strike and probably just whirlwind it for 7. It's a pretty solid amount of damage. It's just not great. So we can pommel it and throw the couple of strikes, I think, this turn. I mean, we're going to get double thunderclap next turn anyway. Or at least 1. I didn't want to overestimate what I was going to get. Perfect. So 38 is well below what we wanted at, really. Especially if we can draw into a whirlwind. So that usually attacks first from memory. I probably should have made it vulnerable, honestly, because it's going to split again anyway. But whirlwind should actually clear these really, really well. Especially if I just drink an energy potion outright. Like, this should be plenty of damage. And offering. I do love double tap, especially with whirlwind, but offering just gives me so much more versatility to it. So I'm going to take it. Transform all strikes into fens. Do we actually want to do that? That could make our deck absolutely crooked. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand or draw 1 less card each turn. We don't really have the draw power to take Runic Pyramid. And Sneckwire is horrible, so I'm actually going to skip all of them. I don't really want to have any negativity to my deck right now. I'm happy with the amount of cards we've got, so taking them just seems like the right choice. If I take this kind of path, I can choose whether I want to veer off, and then just take the elite out and heal and probably take the next elite on. So this is looking good. I would have liked to have got the birds for once. I actually have a really good deck for that now. So offering works out nicely, and I think I probably didn't want to throw the pommel there. I actually think these strikes are just purely better than a lot of this other stuff here. At least we get plenty of damage in, and we weakened the armor a lot. So that one's now a great positive, and it adds the vulnerable that we want. And the strikes actually do good damage, so why not? Pommel's just too good. Another lightning. And 6 for game. Well, 9 once you add in everything else. Twin strikes is great, we'll take that one. Let's see what the question mark beholds for us. Choose 1 card, add it, or heal. I'm going to heal, just because I can get the extra points. Get jaxed. Yep, take that too. Alright, draw some cards. We got the whirlwind with Jax. Should work out well. Make them vulnerable first, and then whirlwind them. Perfect. Although we don't heal everything, which is kind of irritating. I'm going to take another twin strike. I don't think I want to take too many more cards, but I'm quite happy with what we've got. I'm going to remove another defend. I don't really want those hardly at all, honestly. What are we actually versing? Okay, the night guy, that's fine. This is good. This is a good one to fight now. We'll get jaxed. It's a pity we don't get to start with an extra, but that's fine. I'll take it. I'll deal damage and triple thunder. Oh, actually, might just better off throwing the strike instead. Much better off just throwing it there. So again, I could activate offering, but I think what I want to take is just an outright strike fest against this guy. I don't really want to play the offering yet. Though these are going to be quite a nuisance. Don't want to take any damage. That's kind of the main thing about this so far. So I am going to be forced to take something unless I just throw... I'll just throw this potion. That will get rid of it. It'll remove it. This thing should be removed next turn, guaranteed. Especially now that I've drawn Whirlwind. Whirlwind is basically a guaranteed play at this point. It guarantees the kill, and it removes most of this guy's health, which works out really nicely. So I just needed a good hand here, which was very easy to get, considering what we're running. And now I go back to max health again. If you're not playing any attacks during this turn, get an extra... Well, I mean, that will probably never happen, but that's what's going on. Place a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. Probably not. Bloodletting, gain 2 and lose 3 HP. I'm going to keep that one for now. Now I can smith my Whirlwind finally. Now it's way more value than my strikes to actually use, which makes me feel much better about it. And I can actually do something here, so this should be interesting. Let's see what we can take. I didn't get the Whirlwind, which really, really disappoints me right now. Come on, how do I not get Whirlwind here? This is ridiculous, honestly, at this point. Okay, if I can't get Whirlwind, we're going to do as much as we can. That's for sure. So, if I play that, I can't actually play everything here, which is a fairly big disappointment, honestly. Especially when I really want to just kill all of these, so... Actually, I can play everything, so it's fine. I can armor a little bit more. That was actually an okay turn. Although not perfect. If I weaken them and then throw the extra Whirlwind, I can at least get the kill, which is nice. And that thing's dead. There we go. Everything starts with vulnerable. Perfect. That's going to be amazing. This is looking like a really good run so far. As long as we don't get stuck on anything, we should be okay. I'm going to rest again. Like I said, all my attacks are getting upgraded due to the egg, so that's always positive. And now I really just need to keep my health high if I want to take advantage of that. Remove a card, upgrade all strikes and defense. Going to take that. I want all my strikes upgraded. Does mean they're worth more value than a Whirlwind in a single one combat, but I mean, when isn't it? So some good damage output. Okay. Absolutely crazy when you get something like this going on. So Whirlwind is now worth a lot of damage. I don't really want to lose too much, but I want to get enough here, so... They're already vulnerable. Whirlwind is plenty. I think that's going to be more than enough to get the kill there. Very, very easily, honestly. Gonna remove Dexterity and add the Explosion. Anger or Clash? I'm gonna add 1 Clash. That's fine. We're already 80, so now we can actually upgrade things for free, which is great. Whether I upgrade Jax or whether I upgrade Offering. Probably Offering for the extra card draw. I think that's what I want. Okay, this guy. Great. Bloodletting. Sounds perfect to me. These things are actually worth more than the Whirlwind now. But the Whirlwind does easily secure me the kill, I guess, so that was a bonus. Perfected Strike, I don't really want any of these. I'm going to leave that. Again, we can smith for free. I'm going to go with Jax this time. Bash isn't really impressing me, so... Honestly, if I can remove it for free, I will. I think that's how I'll go with it. Alright, this time I want to go all in, so... This is going to be a pretty crazy turn, to be fair. So, those are just plainly worth more than just, say, Whirlwind, right? The Bash, while not worth, is definitely not worth it overall, compared to my Whirlwind turn. Whirlwind was massive there. I really couldn't have asked for a better turn. Okay, now we actually get into the actual game, where we actually have to fight this guy. Thunderclap applies vulnerability, which is perfect. That's what we really want to have on him. We get as much damage as we can until we can recycle our deck for another really big turn. It's never going to be quite as big, but it's going to be great. So mainly setting up my vulnerability. Okay, there's his big kind of swing turns, so I think this is where we kind of just want to go as far in as we can with this. Alright. Pommel's worth more than Whirlwind right now. Even the Defend is worth a little bit more now because I can actually clash. Whirlwind, 12 times 3. Is that worthwhile, or is it worth throwing the Thunderclap first? Probably just worth throwing the Thunderclap first for vulnerability. And now we got really good damage. So we just need to survive this, which we should. And this is a pretty quick victory off that. That was surprisingly good. So we can either take the Reaper and stick with all our AOE type damage, take the double tap, combo that with Whirlwind and create an absolute bloody monster of a deck, or go for the Feed, which actually could raise our max HP. I'm thinking double tap though. Double tap really interests me in combining it nicely with our deck. No longer seen. I don't want to risk that. I'm going to take the upgrade to our actual starter relic, which is really good. Plus 10 healing every single time. Really couldn't ask for much better there. Any path I take here is risky, because if I go anywhere near this, I have to pass through the elite, which I really would rather avoid at this point nearly. If I go that way though, I don't get to a healing site really easily. Well, I suppose I do get a nice healing site. As long as I can make it through the first lot of stuff, I should be fine. We are focused on AoE, which on the third run is always the thing you want. Being able to do as much damage as you can quickly is really good. Should have actually played the vulnerable. Oh, they're all vulnerable anyway, so actually that's fine. I was a little worried, but no, that was actually going to be good. Again, I got a couple of thunderclaps. Probably what's going to happen here. That one's dead. And that blocks completely, so now all we need to do is remove those two. Which, I mean, Whirlwind does on its own. No other cards needed. Seeing Red exhaust. I'm going to take that. Mainly just because it's extra fuel. I don't want to risk too many more cards though. Do have to use it if I want to get any kind of decent advantage though now. So, this is where things get tricky because I hate dealing with the spikies. They're absolutely irritating to deal with. They're just kind of a nightmare overall. But I think I can remove them all in one go, so we do have to take the little damage, but that should be fine. That's easily dead. No problems at all there. And I'm not taking any more cards in that way. So we're doing okay, honestly. I can fight for a relic. Yes, we'll do that actually. Mass damage is something I'm good at now with this deck. So I can take advantage of that and really dig my heels in against any of these fights. So while this is a little annoying, because we do have to load our deck up with basically useless things, at the same time, it's not that bad. Alright, pretty nicely removed. We do have to take a little more damage though, which disappoints me. But again, works out pretty well. When your HP is below 50, gain 3 strength. That's just a massive bonus, honestly. There's nothing else on that except for it being a bonus. This is looking like a great run. This is the kind of run I'd love to get all the time. That's pretty much useless. That's kind of disappointing. All I can really do is that, and there's no point even playing Bloodletting here. I'm really disappointed by how much we got dropped off. So we can play the Clash, which is good. Can use the Thunder to just set some more, throw out some damage, and that's basically what we can do. This turn was not great. Double, may as well. That one's 16 damage, so 16 times 2 is way too, sorry, 24 times 2. It's way too good to pass up. I'm just adding extra points now, so we don't have to worry about it. I want to throw the Offering. I think that's what I'm going to go for, mainly because I want more cards. Seeing Red actually gets a good chance to do some damage here. And we have a single thing that I want to play, just so I can use that. Start off with all the high damage cards, and work our way down to the lower end cards. There we go. That worked out. Wish I had +2 for every time we could do that. Lose Jax, lose Whirlwind. Really? They're my two options. Either lose my Jax or lose my Whirlwind. Great. So I'm going to lose my Jax. That's kind of crappy, honestly. The one card I actually wanted to keep really badly. At least this hopefully will make things a little more consistent. It's the only bonus to this at all, if there is one. I really need to draw, come on. Really, this is what my life's like right now. Drawing absolutely useless things. Okay. Well, we're going all in on this turn then. Alright, as much damage as I could get off those. And then adding as much as we can to this. Alright, that's how it had to go. As much damage as I could get, as quickly as I could get it. Alright, negate curses, that's actually perfect. Couldn't ask for a much better relic there, sorry. I was trying to think off the top of my head what I was trying to think about, and I was like, oh. Okay. I really just need to hit everything, so we'll start off with that, because I don't really want to deal with these on a big scale like I have to, but... I mean, at this stage I'm practically forced to deal with this as much as I can, and I don't like doing that, so... Not really happy that I had to do it this way, but taking damage is a necessity in this matchup. And they're dead. No problems. Gonna heal. Straight to 80. Come on, luck. Ginger, you can no longer become weakened. That's perfect. And this time we get to Smith, which we don't have many cards left to Smith, and I'm going to do double tap because now that is an amazing card. Whirlwind plus another card gets doubled. The time guy, though, really going to be a mess on me. Alright, I don't like this hand either. Alright, at least this thing's going to take a lot of damage pretty quick. Oh, sorry. It's not, because now everything only deals 1. So, reduce all the HP damage taken to 1 is sucky for me. But I can keep adding extra vulnerability onto this guy, and basically just trying to do my best to hold out against him. My attacks aren't going to be great, but at this point don't really have a choice. Especially while he keeps doing stuff like that. Add more vulnerability. If I can keep his vulnerability low and keep my damage high, then we're okay. It's just every second turn becomes a nightmare. Especially since he keeps putting stuff into my deck, which is a little irritating. And there's no point not playing stuff most of the time. Really, this is how my hand had to go. Awesome. Pretty much useless. There's honestly not much use to this hand at all. And really nothing I can do about it. So his next attack is going to kill me. That's just a huge, huge disappointment for this run, honestly. I don't think there is anything that gives me even a slim to chance against this right now. I mean, how crappy is this negating of my abilities? If we hadn't run into this guy, we would have been right. Could I have actually made another choice? No. So once I'd committed to this path, like back here, there was no chance. That was just so limiting. I was so close too with such a nice deck. Such a nice deck. Could have made it a really good time too. So disappointed in that run. We had, just great amount of cards. I mean, our defense were cut right down. Everything else was just value. We had some great relics, some great heals, but I just didn't have a way to continually take 40 damage every single turn. I just couldn't do that, and the turns that I was dealing 1 damage were all practically useless, and I was also taking the cumulative burn damage, which kind of sucked. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this run as much as I did. Make sure to check out my other Slay the Spire videos if you're interested, and this is a daily series, so make sure to stay tuned for more, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.